So, I like maths, but then it's just that I did an aptitude test, and
You tell me what is that they said checking your aptitude test?
so they said to choose science,
Science,
bio.
biology and
Yeah. They only said that's it. I have the papers.
no, but you cannot study biology alone. You have to study
Yeah.
what else? Tell me.
Physics, chemistry.
Physics, chemistry. But those stupid people who are testing you, they don't know physics and chemistry is full of mathematics.
Yes.
You tell me, can you learn physics without mathematics?
So,
Then what is that stupid people are doing you and telling that you have to study physics, but you don't study mathematics? Huh?
yes.
Do you know that chemistry, when you learn higher, assume tomorrow you wanted to branch out and go to chemistry. If you don't know mathematics, you are useless in chemistry. Higher chemistry is full of mathematics. Higher physics is full of mathematics. My PhD is in fluid mechanics. Is it not mathematics? Okay, assume you study biology, you become a doctor, you want to do post graduation. Statistics is must. Without statistics, you cannot do post graduation. No PhD, no research can be done without statistics. Okay, if you don't want to study, you know little bit of mathematics up to 10th class, it is fine. But don't believe those people who says, you are my son, yeah, come with me 1 week, I will teach you maths. I will prove all your certificate what they have given. You cannot study math is wrong. You are a bright student. So don't believe on them. You tell me what you want to study. Without looking at their evaluation, don't bother what they did. You tell me what you want to study.
I want to study commerce.
Why do you want to study commerce? Okay, now tell me, in commerce mathematics is there or not?
Yes, sir.
That commerce mathematics you don't worry.
No, sir.
Why?
I like maths, I said.
Then what you don't like?
So I don't like physics and chemistry.
Why you don't like physics and chemistry? If you like maths, physics and chemistry is, that's what I said. Mathematics is what is applied in physics and chemistry. They suggested you to learn biology, but you want to learn commerce. Okay, what is your papa and mama saying?
Amma is saying to take bio, science.
Okay.
And Appa is fine with me taking
anything is fine. Papa has no problem.
Yeah.
Then sister?
Yeah.
Sisters?
They would have no problem.
No problem. Anything is fine. So you take average of everything and then you wanted to ask me.
Yes, sir.
Should I support mama, papa, you, or I can also say you take anything, it's fine. So whom do you believe?
So I'm not sure, sir, anymore.
Okay, tell me what is commerce?
Commerce, business, accountancy, and art.
Have you learned commerce anything? Bookkeeping, accountancy?
No, sir.
Audit, banking? Have you seen the syllabus?
No.
Then how do you know? Which you have not tasted, how can you say it, you like it? So far you have learned so many things which you don't like. Now you want to taste something else and then see whether it is your liking or not, correct? Okay, in commerce what are the other options? Commerce is one. The other options?
Commerce, business, accountancy, economics, and then psychology, physical education, and psychology, and this IP is optional.
What are you going to choose?
Psychology
Psychology,
with commerce.
commerce.
Business accountancy, economics. Those are compulsory.
So 3 subjects. What you should do is, if you want to learn, you like maths, you said. If you want to learn maths, physics, chemistry, biology in your life, +1, +2, if you don't study, in your whole life you cannot study. Up to 10th class, you have not studied psychology, you have not studied commerce, you have not studied any of the subject. But any teacher or you decide, I want to study, you can study 11th and 12th. And further also you can study. Why? Because the basic background of 10th class is good enough to study all that subject. You understood?
Yes, sir.
So anytime you can study. Because 10th class student can study, I am sure 12th class student also can study, right? Now I am teaching
Yes.
BBA, Business Administration classes. I am teaching mathematics to them. Logical reasoning, analytical skill, communication skill, mathematics, all these subjects I am teaching in a university. You can see my classes. I just posted 2 classes the other day on my YouTube. BBA students. They are all business management students, commerce, business management, they have to study. Most of them have done +1, +2 maths, physics, chemistry. Even biology they have done. If you wanted to do good maths, get into best university for MBA, best university for IIM, like best institutes. If you know little more mathematics, don't bother too much of getting good marks, JEE, all that. But if you have taste in mathematics, because now in your subjects, psychology, business, economics and all, mathematics is not there. Then further when you go for BCom or BBA or such courses, again mathematics will come. So I am finding those children, your papa is listening to this or mama is listening?
No, sir. Papa and Pali.
Okay. You must tell them, this is what I said. If you don't study 11th and 12th maths, physics, chemistry now, no problem. But if you don't study maths now, when you go for graduation, either BBA or BCom, again maths will come. That will be much difficult probably. You are interested in maths, that's why I am saying. You want to escape out of mathematics, then no problem. But you are not bad. You can study maths, chemistry, physics, biology as 10th class, 11th and 12th you can study if you want, right?
Yes, sir.
You are ready for studying or you want to relax?
Sir.
You want to relax and enjoy?
Study, sir.
No, if you want to relax and no problem, beta. You can tell me. If you want to relax and enjoy, probably commerce, psychology and all is once in a while if you read, and if you don't read also, just before exam if you read, you can get good marks. But 2 years you will enjoy. But later, graduation,
Yes.
you will suffer. 100% you will suffer. Because any university, if you want economics, econometrics will come. Mathematics is must. Commerce, mathematics is must. Management, if you want to get into best university, they will ask you logical reasoning, analytical skill, quantitative analysis. That quantitative analysis I am teaching now. To
Sir,
equip.
but then in our school, like almost like 60% students are choosing PCMC. So then it's like only the top students will get into science class, and even if you get to like above 80, you will still go to commerce. So because there's only 2 science classes for science.
But
and then after that,
now you have not finished your exams, 10th class. You are going to write.
Yes, sir.
When?
January 1st.
So
January 5th.
So why do you say you are a bad student? You have another 2-3 months.
Yes, sir.
3 months, take your old question paper, 5 years or 10 years question paper, prepare well, and Philip should get 100 out of 100 in all the subjects. Prove. See, before you say bye-bye to these subjects, assume you don't want, you want to join in commerce. Do you want to tell, yeah, I did not do well in maths, chemistry, physics, therefore I left? Or do you want to prove, yes, I know biology, I know maths, I know physics, but still my interest is, no problem. See, my elder son wanted commerce because he was interested in commerce and economics. He is enjoying because he decided. Okay. But my younger son, he said, I like only physics, chemistry, maths. He left biology. So whichever subject, I love my Philip very much. You know that, right?
Yes, sir.
So you are good or bad is not whether you know physics, maths, chemistry, biology. You are a good boy. Don't worry about it. But thinking that you will become less mark, therefore I don't want, is not correct. And even if you take economics, physics, chemistry, or mathematics, biology, doesn't matter. When you study commerce, economics, psychology also, don't leave your maths. Because in graduation you will require. That's only what I am saying. Chemistry, physics, biology, if you don't have, no problem. If you go to commerce, if that subject is not there, you have no problem. But you have to study mathematics parallelly. That you can study at home. That you can follow my lectures. Or get a competitive exam books and then start preparing from tomorrow. No problem. But until 10th class, don't tell I am a lower mark, so I will not get admission. And your schools also. I know in Gulf schools, they will apply this aptitude test just to discard some people, not even applying there. These are all tricks of schools. I have seen. I remember when I went to Doha, one girl who was told that, you are only good for commerce. Right? I was conducting a workshop in November. During that time only they said. And she was telling, sir, my interest is to become a doctor, but they are saying I will only do commerce. That is my aptitude test software. Proof. Printed. That's why I said I don't want to see. I said, do you want to become doctor? Come. Don't join that school. I will put you in Kerala. She joined in one of the schools in Kerala. She went for MBBS. Now almost completing MBBS. Understood?
Yes.
So I don't believe. I am a psychologist. I analyze people, but not based on the stupid software. Because if you are intelligent, you can fool that software. They will ask you a lot of things. You can give answers as you wish. Confuse the whole software. Then still they will give you. Now again, Philip, go to some other company, give a test. Whatever test you have given, just to reverse you give answer. They will also tell you something. Correct? You are eye testing, what do? They will ask you to read, right? Sometimes if you can read also, don't read. But then they will change the class. Whatever you have read earlier, you remember that and then read, they will give you that class. Now the computerized thing is there. They will catch you whether the focus is correct. But that also you can fool. So don't take reference from that. You decide. As a good boy, you wanted to study as much as you can.
Hello, sir.
ഞാൻ ചോദിച്ചു എല്ലാവരുടെ ചോദിച്ചിട്ട് average, you are taking average of everybody's opinion and deciding. See, I am teaching now BBA in a university here. Most of the children have problem with the basic mathematics. That is because after 10th lost connection between mathematics and those children. When you study commerce, economics, psychology, physical education, computer science, something, they will lose the analytical skill, basic logical reasoning, mathematical ability. Again, for graduation, that will be required. So I was telling Philip, even if you join for commerce, don't leave your mathematics. Number one. Number two, just because some software, you are all stupid parents, yeah. You are taking them to software to decide is it a boy or a girl.
No, sir. I asked him first.
See, these are all actually fooling. These softwares are actually fooling. I have lot of examples to show that these softwares are only used by very specific cases in the Western country once upon a time. Now they say that we calibrated, we changed, we modified for the Indian situation and all that. 100% wrong. We don't manufacture children for becoming president. In American situation, they mold them to become like that. See, physics or mathematics cannot be studied without mathematics. Physics, chemistry, mathematics go in pair. Even if they do biology without mathematics, they cannot do post-graduation. Because any research methodology is a basic subject. If we want to go for higher studies without mathematics, they will fail. But still, our system cannot teach mathematics because commerce, art subjects, all that, what they did is they removed mathematics. That is actually because we have got 54% of people wanted to join in higher studies. India doesn't have colleges. We don't have teachers sufficiently to teach mathematics. So what they do, we wanted to give them some peaceful time so that they don't disturb. Put them into commerce, art subjects. You tell me whatever psychology he is learning in +1, +2, or other day some girl wanted to join in BA psychology. I asked, what do you become after that? You can never become psychologist after that. MA psychology, BA psychology, PhD in psychology with a doctor psychology, they cannot treat anybody. It's actually foolish. We are engaging them, putting in a classroom, that's it. It's all useless thing. That is why we say 4% of the education is only useful. Rest is waste. So if he wanted to be a serious student, he cannot study biology, maths, physics, chemistry in his whole life if he leave after 10th. Commerce anytime he can study. But already Philip is given a feeling that he is not a good student. He will not get into +1, +2 in maths, physics, chemistry admission. So only the next grade, commerce is the worst student, he can join there. I said that you don't decide now. Decide after 2.5 months. And Philip is a big boy now. If you don't get in one school, doesn't matter. I will tell you, without joining into any college, sitting at home, commerce, economics can be studied because no great teachers teach you these subjects. On open school, you can sit at home and learn cooking with your mother and do an open school program. You get a certificate that is equivalent to what you get from any stupid school in Abu Dhabi. For that, you don't have to go to schools. No teacher is going to teach you a lot of psychology there. I will teach you in 1 month time the whole subjects. All 4 subjects, 5 subjects which they teach, I will teach you, and any examination given by anybody in the world, you will get 100%. I can guarantee that. Because any fool can study. That's why I am saying. It is not because Philip is intelligent. But I cannot teach you maths, physics, chemistry, biology, which the teachers are teaching in the classroom in 1 month and make you good. Because it takes involvement. No? That needs a lot of effort. So, do you want to take that effort now in your life so that you become good in your whole life? Or you want to relax? That's why I asked, do you want to relax and then learn? Very good.
That's why, sir, even I also asked. I know his capability. He can do it.
Dear,
he can do it.
When I left biology, I joined only maths, physics, chemistry because those days the biology option was not given to these students. First group, second group. So first group if you take, biology is lost. Even today I repent for doing that. Because when I was learning psychology, I wanted to learn biology. I want to learn pharmacology. I want to learn physiology. It was tough for me. But I learned. Up to 10th class basic subject which I have, I learned again. You know when? When I was 42, 45 years old.
Yeah.
Understood. But I know the effort. And then I thought, I should have studied. So, if you diverse your maths, physics, chemistry, biology in the whole life, she will never come back to you. You are going to study a commerce subject which you have never seen, thinking that she is a beautiful girl. Okay. But that girl will come to you any point of time in your life. I did MBA. I teach commerce, economics, all these subjects. 2 years. 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 After doing PhD in mathematics, it was only 1 month time. I don't study MBA class in the sitting the class. You tell me any commerce problem, you give it to me. In 1 week I can teach you. Because your maths is good, that's a guarantee. So that's why I said your maths have to be strong. If maths, economics, commerce was your option, I would have said go ahead. My son studied maths, economics, commerce. That commerce branch with maths, economics, commerce is very good, strong. Because economics research, commerce research, you want to go to higher studies, maths will help you. But if you diverse mathematics today, I think it will not come back to you in the whole life. So don't decide, you have 2.5 more months to decide. So don't decide that in 2.5 months you are not doing well, and you will become a bad student, therefore you will not get admission in science. That decision don't tell. Number 1. This is only what I wanted to tell. Number 2, don't believe in this stupid psychology analysis. I know Philip, your father knows Philip more better than you. Father want to be goody, both good with your mother and also to you, and he'll say anything is fine. For him anything is fine because he knows you will earn money tomorrow, you will marry a good girl, and at least if you don't, your wife will take care of you. You want that?
No, sir.
Okay. Then, be a serious student from today. Whichever subject you don't get, you call me. Maths, physics, chemistry, biology. You must get 100 out of 100. After getting that, you tell, hey, I don't like biology. No problem. You can study commerce, economics. No problem. Because in your life, you must tell, yeah, I got 100 out of 100, but still I don't want those subjects. Just because you will become a bad boy, I don't get, therefore all bad students are in commerce, I will also become a bad boy, go and join them. That decision is not correct. That's only what I say.
Yeah, that's what even I told sir. He was telling me maths I don't like. So
But he told me he likes maths.
No.
He likes maths now because his tuition teacher is teaching him very well now.
That is it.
Yeah, so I understood that he can
study.
improve in physics. Yeah.
See, I will tell you, most of the students don't like a subject because the teachers are bad.
Teachers, yes.
Okay. Philip, you tell me, Philip, in physics, which chapter you don't like? No, one chapter you give me as an example.
The magnetic effect.
Magnetic effect. Tomorrow, what time you are free?
So tomorrow is science section.
After that, there will be some time between midnight to 12 o'clock to midnight to 12 o'clock, right?
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow you have exam
sir,
on science. Same magnetic effect, you have an exam there?
Yes, sir.
Tomorrow?
Yes.
That is the chapter which you have tomorrow exam or many more?
Yes, sir. But it's a self-evaluation exam.
Then why do you worry? So it's not an exam at all. Okay, tell me when you are free, where we can discuss that chapter. From now
1 o'clock.
to whenever you want. Midnight 1 o'clock, that means 1 a.m.
And no, PM, sir.
Your 1 p.m. or IST 1 p.m.?
Our time 1 PM.
Your 1 p.m. is my 3:30, 2:30.
Yes, 2:30.
So at 2:30 you will call me and you will teach me that chapter. I am not going to teach you. You are going to teach me that chapter. Otherwise, tata bye bye to Philip. I don't know who is Philip in my life. This is my last discussion with you.
Good.
It's a challenge. You have to read that chapter and explain to me thoroughly. For which you have now time. It is only 6 o'clock for you. I am sure if you study well, up to 10 o'clock, 2.5, 3 hours is good enough. How many pages are there?
Magnetic field, sir.
Maximum 5 pages or 10 pages, 15 pages, that's it.
$19 pages.
That's it. Less than 20 pages. I told you 15-20 pages and lot of figures. So the content is only 10 page, maybe 5 pages figures. That's it.
It's not says the
Each paragraph by paragraph, when you read, write on a note one sentence. One full page, one paragraph. Whole 19 pages will become one page reference note for you. All technical terms. If you have doubt, go and look at the dictionary. Look at the definition in wherever you want and type in that and then search meaning. You will get it. Understand the whole thing. You tell me what are the subtitles. I will teach you now. Finish. Half of that I will finish now. No, your sound is not heard. One technical term, subtitle. Index.
Index.
Yeah, some subtitle, index, some technical term you tell me. I want to know the content. I don't know the syllabus.
So magnetic field and field lines. So magnetic
See,
field.
when you have a magnet, assume this is a magnet. Look at it here. When you have a magnet, there is a north pole and south pole. What is magnet? There are electrons in the atom. The magnet is such, all electrons will go and stay here. Therefore, it will become negative. And all positive will go here. We are calling it north and south. There is nothing called north and south. If you reverse it like this, it's not earth north and south. But because of the earth north and south, this magnet, because of the magneticity, it will go and rotate and then stay like this. That's why we are calling it metal north. Right? So, when you put them there, always you know, you have a negative, automatically it want to go to positive. Electrons want to go and put with the negative. So, it will not go straight inside. Because inside there are poles. It will repel. So, it will try to go from outside and then go here. How do you check? You put a iron powder around it. You will see the lines forming. That's called a magnetic line. So, in the earth also, from north pole to south pole, there is lot of magnetic lines. Like your longitudinal lines. Not latitudinal lines. Latitude is in the equator. Longitudinal lines, when we draw, like that there is a magnetic line around the earth. Like it is not on the surface of the pen magnet. It is around, right? So in the atmosphere there are magnetic lines. I have an equipment to identify where the magnetic lines are going. So actual magnetic lines are there. Okay. So every magnet, including earth, there is a magnetic line going around. That's what it says. Okay, next term.
Magnetic field due to current carrying conductor.
Yeah, assume that I have got a line, a wire which is carrying conductor. Like the electricity is going. Electricity movement is also electrons. When you have a tubelite, the node, anode, cathode, the electrons are moving. That's why the light is coming. That means here also there is a electron movement. Current means electron movement. That's an energy movement. Correct? And then what happens? This is also electron movement, this is also electron. I told you this is how the electrons moves. Assume that I can put a wire around a magnet and put electricity. Automatically I am creating a magnetic field. Like the magnetic field. Around it, the electricity goes if it's a magnet. Even with a magnet or no magnet, I can put an electric field around it and then make it a magnetic field. Like the electrons movement. And therefore it induces magnetism inside. This will become magnet after some time. That's how the speed vehicles are moving. There is electricity, this part will become positive charge, immediately the item will move there. And this will start repelling. That's how the speed train is traveling on a rail, only a magnetic rail. They will change the magnetic field. So the magnetic field can carry not even electrons, it can carry big heavy vehicles also. Tell me.
The right hand thumb rule.
What is right hand thumb rule? When there is a magnetic field, this is the right hand. What is the thumb rule? When there is one energy going like this, the potential energy, that's what I said, when the electricity goes like this, that is, assume that this pen is like this, the electricity is moving like this, right? Tangential. You know what is tangent?
Yes.
So the tangent is this. For this is the tangent. And when there are two, assume that one fellow is pulling here, the other fellow is pulling here. Automatically, this is the resultant. That's why the thumb rule, 3 directions. Okay, one pulls here, magnetism, electricity, and the force will be like this, orthogonal to each other. Whenever you draw three dimension, because sphere is 3 dimension, space is 3 dimension. That's a thumb rule. Show this. So if this is electricity, this is magnetism, this is the resultant. That's it. Now whose rule will come? There is another rule. Some
Left hand thumb rule.
Yeah. Then whose rule will come? These are all under somebody's name. There will be some scientist name who identified it.
Yes. Fleming, sir.
Yeah.
Fleming.
Otherwise you will forget. Now you will remember. Okay. Now assume your textbook you don't understand left hand, right hand thumb rule. Go to YouTube, go to Wikipedia, somewhere on Google, find out. There will be a lot of good teachers, great teachers are teaching. There is an MIT professor who teaches physics, beautiful. I keep listening to him. I love physics. That is the textbook name. I love physics. That's his textbook name. Yeah, then finished?
No, sir. The magnetic field due to current through a straight conductor.
I told you, just now. Magnetic field due to, I finished before that itself. I know that is going to come. That's why I finished.
Magnetic field due to a current through a circular loop.
I told that same thing.
Force on a current carrying conductor.
Yeah.
In a magnetic field.
What is the force? This is the force. Current carrying conductor. Either one of these rule. That's it.
Electric motor.
What is electric motor? See, when you have electric moving, I told you this magnetic induction will make it to move up and down like this. That's a shaft. When it is moving like this, you know what they will do? Either they put a wheel here, so it continuously keeps moving, that wheel will move, and that wheel will make electricity or make water to pump. Anything can be done because of the movement, this fellow will start moving up and down. Finished. That's called electromagnetic energy.
Yes.
This is electrical
So next one.
and electromagnetic energy. And anything which you study, light is also electromagnetic energy with a wavelength 0.4 to 0.7. The wavelength you can see. Always it moves like a bunch. Wave movement. That is called quantum physics. If you understand this chapter, you understand the whole physics in your world. You understood? Because it will make bunch movement. It's like a wave. Electricity is like a wave. Magnetism is like a wave. Everything is electromagnetic energy. It goes into 3 dimensions. No wave can move in one direction. Possible? Because there is an up and down. Okay?
Yes.
And the wavelength is this much. If wavelength is less, frequency is more. Frequency is number of times it goes. You have FM radio, AM radio. FM radio, frequency is more. That's why it is called FM, frequency modulated. AM, wavelength is more. Wavelength is more. From Dubai, it can go to Oman, Gulf, everywhere it can go. Every Gulf country it can listen. FM, no. But AM, when you play, on the top of the building it will be clear, down it will not be clear. AM. That is because it goes like a big wave. FM, that will go every place, below and the top also. Because frequency is more. It goes up and down. So FM is very clear, close to your house. Are you able to see this? I will tell you, no teachers will teach you like this. Only I can teach. So FM, you understood what is FM. That's why FM is clear.
Yes,
FM frequency is less. Frequency is less, it can go jump down and then go up again fast. AM, wavelength is more. So wavelength is more, frequency is less. Frequency is more, wavelength is very less. Frequency more, it goes up and down very fast. Frequency is more. Okay? You understood?
Yes. Yes.
That wavelength, if you understand, this is called quantum physics. It doesn't go by line, it goes up and down like a wave. Wave is quantum. One wave will come, next wave will come after some time. In the between there is a gap. That's why it's called quantum. Light moves like quantum, sound moves like quantum. And you can see that when in a radio, when you can see the signals moving like this. Recording happens, you can see the signal moves, right? These are all wavelength. Yeah. Now.
Electromagnetic induction.
Yeah. Electromagnetic induction. If I keep anything very close to that electricity, induction is possible. Static electricity, take a comb,
Yes.
rub it, you get electricity, right? So you can electromagnetic, it can attract. Magnet means it can attract. If I take a magnet, another magnet, rub it together, it can induce. Induce means from here it can give it to something else. That's all English word. That's why induction. That's why I asked you, write down all the technical word, induction. Go and look at dictionary. Induction means, induction cooker means what? Keep it there, then the electricity will pass. Otherwise, there is no temperature. You keep this, which can conduct there, immediately the heat will come. So induction is put close to that, then induces. It comes closer to me. Philip stands before me, it induces energy in me. Therefore, I can teach. If a bad student comes, induction will not come. So, if I match with you, I can induce electromagnetic induction, heat induction cooker. You understood?
Yes. Sir.
Yeah.
Electric generator.
Yeah, you can generate, I told you. When you put electricity, you can get. Otherwise, what you can do? This magnet can move like this faster and faster. The wire will get electricity. That is how in the generator electricity is created. What will happen? The water will fall. When water falls, the wheel will rotate. When the wheel rotates, it is connected to a magnet. Magnet will keep moving. Immediately electricity will come. It comes the both way. Electricity moves, it induces magnetism. And this can move. But you keep this pushing and pulling by some force. That force can be wind, that force can be water falling on it. So when water falls, the wheel rotates. The wheel will make something to move here and there, and there is a wire there. And the wire will get electricity. You can simply do this. There is a simple experiment. What is done, You remember one Anandan master, that time you are a small boy. Otherwise, you would have studied this in his class. We had an Anandan master coming and showing you experiment. He used to show wire, put a bulb there, and he will put a magnet very fast, and the light will glow. Because the magnet induces electricity. That's it. It's very simple. Yeah. Your chapter is over. I asked you to teach me tomorrow, but I am teaching today itself. You must get 100 out of 100 tomorrow. Yeah.
Domestic electric circuits.
Domestic electric circuit is what? The AC. Yeah, at home, what you get?
Yeah.
It is generated in Idukki in Kerala. From there it goes to a grid. From there it comes to 110 kV line. And then they will reduce the power because it's too huge electricity. You big lines you can see. Then it reduces into smaller one. Then it gives connection to 310 kV or 110 kV, depends on which country you are. They will give you domestic color. But all electricity, all of them are AC, alternate current. Because I told you, alternate current doesn't go continuous. It moves, then stops. Then moves, then stops. Quantum electricity. That's electrons go and then gives a gap. That's why it is called alternate current. Then you cannot charge the battery. What you do is, you use the small plug which has got a AC to DC converter. Direct current. Direct current is like a battery cell which you use. That's it. So domestic, most of the currents are AC, but you can convert it into DC for your applicants. Finished.
Yes.
This is 19 pages. Half an hour. என்னடா so simple. Now do you like physics or not?
Well, it's better.
Every chapter you sit with me in half an hour every day. I will finish the whole chapter. How many chapters?
I think so.
15 chapters.
Yes, sir. 14 to 13.
See, I know syllabus. Though I don't know your book, I know 15 chapters, 15 pages. That's all the whole syllabus. And that is exactly 7.5 hours or 10 hours for me to teach. And 10 hours if I teach, you will have to study 100 hours. 100 hours is only 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. 24 hours you sleep 8 hours, 16 hours you are free. 3-4 hours you invest for your own maintenance. Eating, getting ready, maybe exercise, all that, taking bath for half an hour, eating half an hour 3 times, 1.5 plus 2 hours is gone. Rest of the time 8 hours sleeping, 10 hours you get, 15 hours you have, 14 hours per day. Study from today until exams. Philip will get 100 out of 100. I'll tell you, there were children who came, they can't read Hindi, they said I am going to fail in Hindi. I taught only 2 days. Next examination she got full marks in Hindi. The teacher was testing whether you have done some malpractice, did you get a question paper? I said no. And she is studying now in Delhi. She thought she is going to fail in 10th class. Don't worry, my dear. You should have come to me long back. Now you should show that person who evaluated you, I am good in everything. See, there is nobody who is good in one subject and not good in the other subject. If mummy is a good cook, that doesn't mean she will make only chicken biryani, nothing else. Then do you call her as a best cook? She is good only when she can make a chicken curry plus sambar also. Same beautiful taste, correct? I am sure every cook knows how to cook different items. You will not call a traveler a good traveler, only travels to one place and come back. Do you call them as a good traveler?
No, sir.
Who is a good speaker? What? He will speak only one subject everywhere? So who is a good student? Who can study any subject in the world? Understood? That should be your attitude. Tomorrow you must tell me, now this subject is over. Now what you do is read everything, make your own technical terms, look at the dictionary, understand the meaning, because you are not going to stop this physics now. Anywhere, anytime in your life. If not, you are not going to study, doesn't matter. But Philip will have a small boy who is your son, who is going to study 10th class. You must tell, I remember on November 21st, 2020, I had a teacher who taught me, still I remember. And you can scold your son. I used to have my 10th class, 11th and 12th, my classmate. His son was studying engineering, but he did not do well. He had some problem and then he stopped studies. He started a tea shop in Payyanur. He is a hotler, but his son was doing engineering. He was reading some Joule's law or something. Immediately he said, no, that's wrong. I said, you are running a hotel, how do you know Joule? See, I studied in 12th class with DrTPS Shashikumar. We will call. Immediately he called. Shashi, we did not study like this together, because I used to teach, we study together. Those days we used to sit together and discuss like this. He said, he's telling that is wrong. How can I be wrong? I studied 30 years back, I still remember. You understood? So if you study together like this, now Philip, whatever you study, you teach your mother. Everything. She should also become a physics expert at 10th class. Yes? After your exam, give the question paper. Ask her, write exam. Then when you get marks, she will tell you are a good boy, you got good marks. Don't worry, don't bother me. Okay. You are my son, yeah, you will do well. Don't worry. So don't hate any subject. You don't study, that's a different matter. Correct?
He needs to push, sir. That's right.
Why are you there?
Somebody
You
should
push him.
Somebody should sit with him. Then he will do it.
No, that's why I said what you should do is learn one chapter, teach your mom. Next
You
chapter
teach
you
me,
learn,
so I
teach.
Hmm.
Okay. Take a question paper, answer it yourself. Don't say that, oh, this is there in the book, this there in the book. That don't tell. Take the question paper, write it. Write the answers by yourself. Then check with the answer sheet. Oh, I forgot. I did not. Because textbook has more details than what you studied. Check once again. When you study, now how much you know in that chapter, you tell me now. Now, just now.
Yeah.
How much percentage you know? Do you know 100% that chapter? No.
Yes, sir.
Huh? With my teaching, you learned 100%. You just now said you don't know.
No, sir.
How much you know?
60%.
Eh?
60%.
60%. Before talking to me, how much you know?
10%.
So 10% to 60% in half an hour. Now 60% to 100% you can make it in another 1 hour or 2 hours. Correct or not? So 15 chapters, 30 hours is good enough. That is all. That's my guarantee, my dear. Love you. See, what a good boy. If you are not good, do you think I can teach somebody else like this 50% in half an hour? Not possible. Because you are good, you are able to capture it.
When we saw him, he was only small. But
Yeah. He used to sit on my lap. He used to sleep here.
when he told me like this, that he has difficulty to choose the subject.
But why do you go to
Then-
some psychiatrist, some evaluator, counseling person and all that, yeah?
No, I told him like with his knowledge, what you feel. I told him. Then he said, I like biology. Now I like little math.
See, that is because
But-
if somebody cooks and then gives you beautiful, delicious upma is very good. When somebody gives you dosha delicious, you like it. Somebody doesn't cook well idli, you will say, yeah, what is this idli? You already know what noodles taste is. And somebody gives you bad noodles, you will say, I don't like noodles. From tomorrow I don't like. That's all. Who cooks for you? That's all it matters. Who teaches you matters. That's it.
So then he said to me that physics is the problem if I take science. So then I told, okay, he thinks now, I will pray also, you also pray like this. Then your face, it came to my mind. See, physics, before I heard that you also in your study, college time, you didn't like physics or maths. Then you started studying physics and now you became
No, I
a
didn't
scientist.
like I didn't like anything in my life. I hate everything. But now I love everything.
It's how you take into it.
That's
So
it.
I know.
Okay.
Little hard work and then
No hard
learning
work.
about
It's
the
all
subject.
smart work. This is how you should read. You must know the whole thing. Now Philip can teach all the people. You can tell magnetism. Anybody has doubt? Come, I will teach you like this. Correct or not? Yeah. Read once or twice. Make it clear.
Right.
Now read all chapters like this. If you don't understand any chapter, immediately send a WhatsApp to me. I am there. We'll finish one chapter by one chapter. Okay, don't delay. By November, you must finish all your doubts. December, January, read yourself, make question papers to answer, read and write answer, 10 hours per day. 24 hours, 14 hours you spend for yourself, but 10 hours for studies. Right? 10 hours if you study, 30 days, you got 300 hours. Finished. First revision, second revision, everything will be over.
Today is the last day for stream selection.
Stream selection and all, he should study anything he likes. That doesn't matter. But don't tell that, I will not get good marks, therefore this school will not give me admission, therefore I have to choose something else. That should not be the reason.
He told me if I want to get admission in college, I should get 98%.
Even that and all doesn't matter. There are colleges for bad students also. I told him when I went to Doha, there was one girl who wanted to study medicine, but that school did an analysis and said you cannot study. I was with the principal, so I asked him, why are you doing this? Sir, we have only this much seats, so we do this. If everybody comes crowded, what they will do? So they will already ban the students, you are not good for maths, you are not good for biology. And that girl was desperate. I said, come to Kerala. She alone traveled. That time I was in Kottayam, one of the schools. She came and joined there. And then now she is a doctor.
Okay, very good. Very nice.
So that doesn't, I'll tell you, you are good, you can do it. I remember one girl wanted to study MBBS. Her parents were very poor. I was conducting a camp in Kannur. She said, I wanted to study MBBS, but I have no idea of what questions I can ask in biology. My subject is mathematics. I said, I will test you in maths. If you get 80% mark, I will sponsor your full studies for +1, +2. I will put you in a coaching center where they teach you for MBBS. But I am going to give you maths. And she scored 100. I was in first. I had to spend full money for her. Then I put her in one school. I spoke to the principal. Principal said, fees full free. Hostel made full free. Then uniform, dress, everything I sponsored. Put her. First time she is going out of Kannur to Kottayam. She became sick. She was in hospital. And then she used to talk to me. Skipped many classes because of hospitalization. Soon after from hospital, she will come back and write exam. She will get full. Such a brilliant student,
Yeah.
It's all passion. Yeah, I want to study. That is there. No, somebody will come. Don't worry. If you are a good student, get good marks, which school will not give you admission? They will come behind you. In Hyderabad and all, +1, +2, schools will go behind children. If you are 100% mark, they will give you full free exemption. But you have to sit in the front bench. Less marks, next bench. And they will pay more fees. The worst fellow has to pay full fees. The first fellow, full free. First test, second test, third test, fourth test. 4 tests are over. If the good fellow becomes bad marks, then you have to pay 2 lakhs penalty. So each examination is money. Each exam 25,000. If you don't do good, you have to pay. So students are full stressed. So they will study well. Okay?
Okay.
That should be the method. So if you don't get 90% mark, 98% marks, okay, if you don't get 90% marks, less than 90 if you get, you will have to pay me 2 lakhs. If you get 95 and above, you have to pay only 1 lakh. If you get 98 and above, don't have to pay me. If you get 100%, I will pay you 5 lakhs.
Very good. Okay.
Yeah,
Can
anyway.
we motivation?
Study well. You can. Okay? You are my son.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Bye.
Tell me when you cannot study.